What's good, everybody? This your boy Mike coming to you with another awesome episode of Reality Warpers. All right, we starting our morning off real good with our bottle of water and our fruit drink, fruit smoothie with sea moss, which have 92 of the, I think it's 101 minerals, nutrients that your body is made of. So definitely look into sea moss for a nutrient for your body that you should use every morning, every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. But say all that to get into our topic for today, which is developing your character. All right, so on one of my recent videos, I was speaking about us being reality warpers and how do we change the trajectory of the future and overall over everyone's else's reality. And I was talking about the different things you put into this character you are building, and also the things that you put into the child that you may have, for future generations in order to help change future generations. All right, so today I'm going to talk about the 3 different uh, characters that is mainly in this world. Okay, so the 3 characters that are mainly here in this world are the lazy players. Those are players that play the little side games. They really don't want to really play the storyline, and actually get accustomed to the game, learn how to do all of the the actual ins and outs of the game and stuff. Just that kind of player. All right, then we have the hard working player, the one that want to learn all of the P's and Q's about the game. They want to start the story mode. They want to do the multiplayer. After they get good at the story mode, they want to look online at YouTube and stuff and seeing how other players beat certain stages and stuff, or how do they get better at certain stages, different combinations that they can learn in the game. They start looking up different little secrets about the game. Those are the hard working players. Okay, and then we have, last but not least, the paid players. These are the players that already have money and they just buy everything on the game. They buy all the good equipment. They buy all the good the good power ups and stuff like that. And a lot of ways we look at it like, bro, they cheating, But let's look at those paid players as our children. All right, so let's get into this video. So we're gonna start off with the lazy player. The lazy player is the person that is not really trying to put their input on life. Okay, this player is very complacent in their life. They don't really, try to look for different ways to grow. They're okay with where they are in their job, or whatever. When they are trying to find jobs, or they're not really looking for the hardest jobs, they trying to find something that's something that they can come in for a few hours, something quick, just sit down and do my few hours here and there. Please don't ask me to do too much, or whatever, but please give me this raise. That kind of person. Okay, that kind of person is really not going to be able to harness their power as a reality warper. Everybody that's here is going to affect the world or reality in some kind of way. Okay, either you can be on a good end of that, or you can be on the bad end of that. So you can be in the minority, you can be in the majority, but you are going to be somewhere, okay? And from our point of view, the majority is the people that really just don't have income, like stable income. You know, a lot of not only America, but a lot of the world, you know, just don't have stable income, stable housing. Some people don't have a place of residency. So basically, you're homeless. You don't have a place of residency. It don't matter if you staying at a friend house, you staying at a mom house. Yo, if you don't have your name, your information on a place of residency, you are basically homeless. Okay, so kids too, they're homeless until they get, where they supposed to be in life, and they are able to have property and stuff in their name, whether that's housing, renting, whatever. Whatever your name have on it, that's yours to have. Okay. All right. So that's not saying that these people do not have the opportunity to change. Us as humans have that ability, which gives us our godlike power, which help assist in our godlike power, which is the power of choice. We have the power of choice to choose what we want to do in life. Okay? So, yes, there are going to be lots of resistances and stuff from life. Everybody's life might not be as easy as this person's life, or that everybody's life might not be as hard as this person's life. But whatever life throws to you is how you handle the situation, is what is going to be developed into your character. Okay? So if you just let life stomp on you and just take from you, and you're not being assertive with yourself and going out and getting what you want, understanding what your purpose is, going out and understanding that you have to make certain sacrifices and stuff in order to get to certain places in life. Certain things you have to let go. Certain things you have to change, even though it feels good to you. It may not be good for you. Everything that glitters isn't gold. So once you are able to understand those aspects, you have the ability to change your mind and say, yo, I do not want that. I want something different, or I want something better for myself. Okay, listen, when you say that, you have to accept what comes with the path that you're taking. Again, everything is not going to be, hopping through the flowers, easy path and stuff. And a lot of times, those kinds of moments is what stop people from wanting to continue to develop themselves. That's how they get complacent in life. I'm happy with where I am. I don't want to be out of my comfort zone. I'm comfortable. I'm going to stay where I am. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. But just know you are going to be in the majority of people. A lot of times, in order to have a very successful life, or a lot of finances, or whatever, the things that you do in order to do that, a lot of times it's helping people. Most times helping people, or entertainment, which also is a form of helping people in a way, depending on what the entertainment is, but still, that's a form of helping people. So you are going to be well known. You are going to be, sought after. People are going to want to find out, what did you do? How did you do this? And, how did you get that? And all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot of uncomfortable situations and uncomfortable times and stuff on this path. And a lot of other challenges, whether that's at work, whether you have to compete with, other people that want your job, you trying to shoot for a higher level of management or whatever, you compete with other people that want your job. Now you have to endure with the big bosses chewing you out for things that somebody else did, but you're responsible for it. You're the manager. You see what I mean? So every time you try to grow and elevate yourself in life, understand that it is always going to come with challenges. Now, how you handle those challenges is what develops your character. Are you going to say, you know what, I really don't want, all of that extra. Let me just chill. I'm gonna, be complacent. Cool. All right. That's the character you develop. That's the lazy character. All right. Or hop into our second character. Are you gonna be the hard-working character? When you run into these characters, the hard-working characters, these are when you once you done played your story mode and you done did your little side missions and stuff, and you got you a little, gun here and there or whatever, and then you like, you know what, bro, this boring. I'm finna hop into multiplayer. This is where you run into the hard-working characters. This character have played the game, meaning life. They have lived through different things. They have experienced different things. They have added different information and different things into their arsenal, such as networking and maybe going to college, or whatever, and getting that extra bit of information, running into certain mentors and stuff that help put them on certain paths and stuff in life, investing into themselves, investing into their knowledge, on their spare time. They're not going to the parties and stuff like that. They're working on whatever their craft is. If it's sports, they working on, or they worried about their sports, or like working out or working on a certain move or something that they trying to perfect in the game, or something like that. They really not always out on the scene. This person is also taking care of their body. That's another thing that the lazy character don't do. They don't, really care about going in actually cooking their food, understanding that what they put into their body is certain fuels for your body. They don't care that, this quick cheap McDonald's is a toxin that they're putting in their body. They just want the easy way out. I just want a quick meal. I ain't gonna fast or drink water for the day. I didn't have time to wake up. I didn't have time when I woke up to cook me a breakfast real quick or something like that. So I'ma just run and go get some McDonald's. No, fast. Don't eat. Drink water. Just drink water. Then when your lunch come, if you have healthy options or whatever, go and find your healthy option. Plan. Don't wait till lunch and say, okay, now what do I have? No, while you're at work, think about what you want to eat for lunch. So when you go to lunch, you can go directly to that, and the time frame, because most times everybody got 30 minutes to an hour. The time frame that you have, the excuses that you throw out at yourself is why you keep going eating this cheap, quick meals, whatever. But the hardworking player understands that. They fast, they take care of their body, they drink their water and stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, or the end of the evening or whatever, around 6, 5, 6 or whatever, when they get off, they go and prepare their own meals, cook their own foods, which a lot of times is healthier than eating the fast foods and stuff like that. And they prepare their body for the next day. These are the hard-working characters, and when you run into those characters on multiplayer, what they do? They be squashing your behind, bro. You playing Call of Duty, buddy sniping from all over the place, and you don't even know where he coming from, bro. Buddy running around with a knife, Everybody got guns and stuff, but he running around with a knife and can't nobody stop the boy with the knife. Right, right. That's the hard working character. That's the one when he went to college, he networked and stuff like that. And now when he, graduated and he's trying to get this job, well, his best friend from college, dad, is the owner of this facility that he's trying to apply to. So who you think gonna get the job? You, the one that really didn't try to work hard on improving your craft or something like that, or the person that was actually working hard on improving their craft? They improving their knowledges, and they're improving their network circle. They're improving their health and stuff like that. They're improving their networking and stuff. So when they go out and meet with different people, networking is a big thing, bro. If you friends with somebody that's top of whatever, bro, like, a lot of things connect for you. I'm telling you, these people don't send their, okay, I'm gonna put it like this: people with money do not send their kids to school for good grades. Yeah, you supposed to aim and shoot for good grades, but they send their kids to school for networking purposes. If my child is friends with the governor's son, now we're able to have dinner together. We're invited over for dinner. That way I'm in the governor's face now. I can have conversation with him and put him in on ideas and stuff that I have. And if he's interested in those things, now look at how the networking and all that happened. You see that? Okay. All right. So that's the hard working character that is here in the world. All right. Now we're gonna get to the third character, which is the paid player. The paid player is the child of the hard-working player. Now, even in real life, think about this: the players that be the paid players on these games, aren't they the kids that get their mom and dad credit card and spend all their money on getting the shiny new equipment and all that kind of stuff? Same thing with regular life, bro. The hard-working player, the person that developed their character properly, now have the resources and the environment and different equipment and the knowledge and stuff to instill in their child, to give that child a head start in the game. So now when that child grows up, this child is now born into money. This child now is born into a circle of networking. Now the governor knows Lil Johnny. So when Lil Johnny grows up, all of the governor and governor friends have seen Lil Johnny grow up. So anything Lil Johnny need in life, they gonna come and help Lil Johnny. If Lil Johnny need recommendations, he got a recommendation from the governor. If Lil Johnny needs some money, his parents is developed characters, properly developed characters, and their friends are properly developed characters. So he have plethora of that. The schooling that he goes to is top-notch schools, whether that's elementary school, the Catholic schools and stuff like that, the private schools and all of that kind of stuff, the high schools that they have growing up, where some of these kids are actually training with NFL players and stuff. They have like the highest level professors and stuff like that in the world, you know, I mean, well, in like their city or whatever. Then when they get to college, they go to schools like Duke and Harvard and you know, just all of the big name schools. Even if it's just, you know, big name schools for sports, they have the resources and the friends and the networking and stuff to get into that big name school. The child of the lazy player, the only thing that child have to lean on is its own developed talents. That's it. He don't have the resources of his parents to lean on. He don't have the resources of his friend, of his parents networking circle to depend on. None of y'all don't have nothing. So now is how he develop himself, how he take care of himself, and where he take himself. That's how he's gonna be able to get everything out of life. His life not paid like the paid player over here. So yeah, you see people and you be like, oh, you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth and you don't know the struggle and you don't know. You can't get mad at them. You can't get mad at them that they was born into money. They didn't have a choice that they was born into money or not. That depended on their parents, the hard-working player. That's what that depended on. Because if that hard-working player wasn't a hard-working player, they would have been in the same situation a lot of us grew up in. A lot of poverty, a lot of stress mentally, not the best foods, not the best schooling or knowledge and stuff going around. Even though we may have great people in our life as far as adults and stuff like that, the fact that they didn't know a lot about the world, they couldn't give us nothing but love and compassion and discipline and knowing how to treat people and stuff like that. They couldn't teach you about money. They couldn't teach you about credit. They couldn't teach you about stocks and investments and stuff like that. They didn't know nothing. They didn't know none of that. They can't teach you how to make 100,000 plus a year or 1,000,000 plus a year. They didn't have the resources. They didn't know how to do that. And whether if that was their fault or not, because like again, once you become a certain age, it's up to you on what you put into this body, what you put into this mind. So yeah, they may have been born in an environment where, you know, they didn't have the best of the best or, you know, whatever. But at a certain age, it's now their responsibility to break that habit. And if you are one of these, you know, lazy players that now understand, yo, I really have to take life a lot more seriously, it all comes down to changing your habits. What do you do on a daily and consistent basis? What do you input into this body on a daily and consistent basis, whether that's food or information or, you know, media, just whatever? What are you putting into this body on a daily and weekly basis, yearly basis and stuff? That's what you're developing into that character. So now that you have this information, you can identify this. You know what? I really should not be eating this burger. Yeah, it's good, but let me go. I really should eat like salmon or something tonight. I really should like change up for just, you know, one time. Just try it out. Just let me see. You know, all I'm used to is fast food. Let me try something else out. And if you don't know how to cook it, bro, YouTube. No excuse. I don't know how to cook. YouTube. They had cookbooks back in the day. They had cookbooks. They didn't have internet and stuff. They had to read what to do and do it in steps. Now you have a video projector showing you step by step and telling you everything what to do. You just using your phone for the wrong reason. Having the phone not bad. It's how you using the phone is bad. All you using the phone for this $1,000 phone that you done bought. All you using it for is for social media, texting and calling, TikTok, Snapchat. The stuff that you look at on YouTube is dumb, drama filled. Yeah, you can watch sports and all that kind of stuff, but what about the sport are you watching? Are you just watching them say the same thing over and over again? You love watching Sports Center. Are you just watching them say the same thing over and over again? Are you watching this person say the same thing that person said this morning? You know, are you just continuously watching that over and over again? Or are you watching, you know, the plays of the players? That way you can see them doing certain things, and that's putting information in your mind. You know, so when you go out and you trying to imply this move into your character, now you are able to work on that move that person probably developed what they third year in the pros or something like that. But the fact that you now are working on that same move five years before you even get to the pros, now look at how much more developed that move will be from you. It's just what you putting into your body. That's how your character is developed. And yes, you're gonna run into some tough times. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be, you know, exhausted mentally and all that kind of stuff. Take care of yourself. Self-love, self-care. You know, that's taking care of looking at what you put into your body, how much water and stuff you drinking, because that's, you know, fueling and flourishing this body of yours. How you watering this plant? Are you putting like all kinds of crazy stuff in it? Are you putting proper, you know, herbs and water and stuff like that actually develop, you know, actually help you regenerate and recuperate properly? Are you getting enough sleep? The proper amounts of sleep, you know? And if you can't sleep, if you have insomnia problems, okay, YouTube. What are some natural home remedies to help get rid of insomnia? And me that had a problem with that a while back, I learned that just a tablespoon of honey put you to sleep. Tablespoon of honey and a meditation right before you go to sleep, especially after you take you a nice hot shower, or, you know, if you work out a lot or something like that, or you've been going to practice or something, you sore, get you some Epsom salt, put you some hot water in a tub, you know, or whatever, and soak in that tub. Just sit and soak in that tub. Play you some nice music or whatever to help calm your brain, calm your mind, you know, whatever, from the long day. Relax. Take your tablespoon of honey. Don't eat after a certain time. Like after 7 o'clock, you should not be eating. Why? Because at the time you trying to go to sleep, your body is trying to digest food. Your body trying to do two different things at one time. Instead of trying to go to sleep, your body is trying to digest food. So yeah, I have insomnia. No, bro. Just take care of your body differently. Do things differently. Change your habits. And I'll drop my video of replacing your habits and stuff in my video. In my descriptions. But you have to take heed to the warnings and stuff. You have to take heed to the information that you are getting, not only from me, but from other mentors and stuff, from other parts of YouTube. When you hear them and what they say resonates good in your spirit, bro, that's just omens, bro. That's just omens of, you know, life throwing hints and clues at you to help guide you on this path. It's up to you if you catch the hints. It's up to you if you catch the clues. If you done saw this video and then 30 years from now, you fat, out of shape, old looking, you know, whatever, you know, you 50, but you look 110, you know, all that kind of stuff. You saw this video. All that on you. All that is on you. You saw this video. And you saw plenty of other videos that was similar to videos just like this. All right. So Those are the three characters we have. We have the lazy character, which none of us should want to be, the hard-working character, which all of us should strive to be, and then we have the paid player, which all of us should want our kids to be. Because we don't want them to feel that spanking that we done got in multiplayer. When we went out in the world and we thought we knew it all, we thought we had it all, and it was somebody out there just sniping from a distance, just sitting there waiting for you to respond. Snipe. I couldn't even move sometimes before, somebody done shot or killed me on Call of Duty, bro. Like, as soon as I spawned, somebody was already over there camping and then caught me, whatever. We don't want our child to feel that in life, because that's the kind of things we feel in life. As soon as we graduate from high school, we think everything's finna be glitter and gold, and then we run into a situation, whatever. We run into a crazy situation, and we just didn't know how to handle it. We did not know how to handle it because at the time our character was way underdeveloped. So this have been another awesome episode of Reality Warpers. Y'all keep checking me out. I'm just dropping this content. Y'all check out my descriptions and stuff below, because it's just more information to help you. I'm just trying to help you warp your reality like I'm trying to warp my reality, and we just gonna warp everybody's reality. You feel me? All right, y'all catch me next time.